Think about your comfort zone for a second. It's this invisible force pulling you back every single time life offers you a bigger, better version of yourself. Today, we're diving into a concept that literally affects every single one of us. We're going to break down exactly why your comfort zone is actually a highly deceptive trap. Welcome to the Explainer.
I mean, it really is the most beautiful prison ever built, right? Think about it. It's got soft walls, warm blankets, and hey, great Wi-Fi. It feels incredibly safe. But the grim reality here is that this exact coziness, it's exactly what's destroying your potential. Because here's the harsh truth of it all. It feels safe, it feels good, and it is slowly, quietly killing your dreams. Every single day you choose to stay inside it, you're just losing one more piece of the person you are actually meant to become. But hey, don't worry, there is a way out, and today we're mapping out exactly what the science says about how to make your escape. I want you to think back to the last time you tried something completely new, something that really scared you. Maybe it was speaking in public or trying to start a business or even just texting someone you like. You probably felt it, right? The nervous energy, the sweaty palms, that fast heartbeat. And what did you do? Well, chances are you backed down. You probably told yourself, you know what, maybe later, I'll do it tomorrow. You went right back to what feels normal. And because of that exact reaction, most people live and die at just 10% of their true potential. Yeah, 10%. That right there is your comfort zone winning. So why do we do this to ourselves? Well, it's actually not your fault. It all comes down to biology. See, your brain really only has one main job. It's not designed to make you rich, it doesn't care if you're happy, and it's definitely not designed to make you successful. Its primary job is literally just to keep you alive. So when you try something brand new, your brain's ancient logic kicks into overdrive. To your brain, the unknown equals danger, and safe equals survival. That is exactly why doing anything new feels so terrifying, even if there's absolutely zero physical risk. Your brain is actively releasing stress hormones to force you back into what it already knows is safe. But here is the absolutely crucial thing you have to understand. Your brain isn't broken. It's just outdated. This evolutionary fear response, it was absolutely perfect for saving our ancient ancestors from, a hungry saber-toothed tiger. But today, well, there are no tigers in your living room. Today, this exact same biological system just keeps you mindlessly scrolling on your couch instead of actually building the life you want. And the science of how we actually grow has a pretty fascinating history. Way back in 1908, two psychologists, Robert Yerkes and John Dobson, discovered something incredibly powerful. They found that humans absolutely need a certain amount of stress and discomfort to actually learn and grow. If you're hit with way too much stress, sure, you shut down completely. But if you have zero stress, you stay completely flat. You don't move. Fast forward to today, and modern neuroscience completely backs this up. We now know for a fact that discomfort actively triggers the release of vital brain chemicals. Which brings us to what we call the optimal anxiety zone, or the learning zone. This is the absolute sweet spot. It's that space just slightly outside your comfort zone where things feel hard, they feel uncertain, and yeah, they feel a little uncomfortable, but they aren't impossible. That right there is where real transformation happens. When you push yourself into this specific type of discomfort, your brain releases a chemical called BDNF. This is a total game changer because this chemical literally rewires your neural pathways and builds new abilities. If you just stay cozy in your comfort zone, no BDNF for you. Nothing changes. Your brain stays the exact same, which means, well, you stay the exact same. We can actually simplify this whole concept into three distinct zones of life. So imagine three circles. Circle one in the middle is the comfort zone. Everything here is familiar. It's your job, your daily routine, your standard habits. No stress, no risk, no growth. And sadly, this is where 90% of people live their entire lives. Then, circle two is the learning zone, just outside of comfort. Things out here feel awkward and hard, but they're totally doable. This is where literally every new skill and big win is built. And finally, the outer circle, 3, is the panic zone. This happens when you push way too far, way too fast. You freeze, you fail, and you end up running right back to the comfort zone. This is exactly why so many people just crash and burn when they try to drastically change their lives. They try to jump straight from the comfort zone all the way into the panic zone. But here's the real secret. It isn't about making a massive dramatic leap. The secret is to keep pushing into the learning zone again and again and again. It's all about taking those small, brave steps just outside of what's comfortable and doing them daily. That kind of consistency is the actual secret sauce to building an extraordinary life. Because when you avoid that learning zone, there are some very real-world consequences. Here's the honest truth about comfort. Every single day you choose to stay comfortable, you are paying a massive invisible price. You're losing confidence, because real confidence comes from doing hard things, not the easy ones. You're losing opportunities, because life always rewards the person who steps up, not the one hiding in the background. You're losing energy, as comfort quietly makes you lethargic and stuck. And honestly, worst of all, you are losing your future self. That upgraded version of you that was supposed to exist, but just never got the chance. Most people don't actually die from massive, dramatic failures. They die from playing it way too safe for far too long. And you want to know the absolute saddest part about all this? Most people don't even realize they gave up on their dreams. Take a look at how we naturally do this. We neatly package up our fear, tie a nice little bow around it, and just call it being realistic. Okay, so how do we actually fix this? Well, here is a highly actionable 4-step escape plan to rewire your brain over the next 30 days. Step 1. Do just one small, uncomfortable thing every single day. Speak up in that meeting, try a totally new food, talk to a stranger. Small, daily discomforts essentially train your brain to handle the bigger ones. Step 2. Use the 5-second rule. When you feel that wave of fear hit, count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then physically move before your outdated brain can talk you out of it. Action literally kills fear. Step 3. Reframe your discomfort. Every time you feel scared, tell yourself, okay, this feeling means I'm growing. Fear is a compass. It's not a stop sign. And finally, step 4, celebrate the effort, not just the result. Even if you completely fail, you still stretched. And every single stretch permanently makes your comfort zone just a little bit wider. Because the ultimate truth you need to remember is this. The life you really want isn't on the other side of luck. It is on the other side of fear. Think about it. Nothing truly amazing has ever happened inside a comfort zone. Not deep, passionate love, not generational wealth, not wild success, and definitely not real happiness. Everything you're looking for lives exactly one uncomfortable step away. Which leaves us with one final, super important question to ask yourself right now. What is one uncomfortable thing you will commit to doing this week? Don't wait. Take that first step today. Share your commitment with someone, hold yourself accountable, and take your first step out of that beautiful prison.